Hey guys, had a pretty crazy week this week. We got 38 successful TTMs. We got 39 because of this one. Well, let me say 38 sort of successful submissions, and we got 39 up here that wasn't a success. I don't want to waste any more of your time than I have to here today. The reason I got so many is because, like I said before, the local card shop has a ton of 1960 Topps cards. And well, they got multiple sets, and then they have some older cards. So I dug through that, I think almost like 2 weeks ago, sent them all out, and as we all know, some of the older guys love to send them right back. So there was hardly any weight on them. Before I get started, just like, subscribe, comment down below if you've ever had any unsuccessful TTMs or any weird stories about it, and leave a comment if which ones you're going to target next week. So let's get going on this. Here's my first. I just got this off, so I just I just scribbled it off here. It's my first non-success in a long time, and it's a guy that is traditionally very, very good at signing. Well, I believe I may have been the first person to get this card this week. I got it on Monday. Dyer Miller is charging now. So he's given the money to a charity locally. So cards are 2 for $5 or his rookie cards for $8. So just that FYI, if you want to get Dyer Miller, he played in the 70s and 80s. So, all right, this is the one that I've put down in the description as a sort of Bill Mazeroski. This is who this is. 1 of 1. 24 days, $10. I was super bummed about this because out of all the ones I wanted, this is the one I wanted back super bad. I got it back, but if you can see the condition, it looks like it got ran over by a truck. There is creases all the way through, all across, basically from here down all the way over. So I don't know what I did. I mean, it almost looks like a different card than I sent, but I doubt it is. I don't know. I sent them every way that I have before in the past, and I guess I'm going to have to... The ones that I'm going to pay for, maybe I'll do the little corner picture frame and the little foldable things. So I will get another one of these cards. I'll try to send off again maybe after the election, maybe. Man, I know there's a lot of ballots out there, so I don't know. Bummed about it, but heck, you know, what can you do? You send out so many and you have one like this that comes, but fortunately it was the one I really wanted the most. So here is the other bummed out, you know, somewhat success. This is Ken McBride. I sent him in 1960 and in 1962, I believe. Apparently my cards didn't make it in the envelope that he received, which is unfortunate. I can get another 60 and I'll send out again. So I want to thank him for at least doing this. He actually sent me a signed 5x7, I believe this is. This little smudged or whatever, probably just from arriving here, but this is pretty cool. So I will send again this letter thanking him for sending this at least and letting me know. I've never had cards come out of my envelope either. So it was weird. I got the Dyer Miller, Mazeroski, and McBride all in the same day. And it like just blew my mind. Oh wait, did I get Dyer Miller? I don't know. I got a lot that day, and I was just, you know, super weird. It was just weird. I think I invented in some Facebook group I'm into. So, okay, let's get going to the successes here. What I sent and what I received. So we got Scottsdale, Arizona. 4 of 4, 11 days. I liked this return a lot. It's Jim Marshall. Jim Marshall's a 1960. 1958, 1959, and 1962. I will do the breakdown and the description of their careers from Mazeroski and McBride when I get them back again. I don't want to do them like kind of like maybe not back-to-back weeks, but, you know, pretty soon. So I held off on those, but let's do Mr. Marshall. He is 93 years old. Played from 58 to 62 for the Orioles, Cubs, Giants, Pirates, Mets, and he was a manager for the Cubs from 74 to 76, and in the for a short time with the A's in 1979. So this is the first 60 tops success of the week. All right, this is another one. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 1 of 1 for 11 days, and this was actually $5 as well. I didn't write that in the back. Felix Mantilla. Let me find Mr. Mantilla here. I actually passed him up, and when I was looking at some to send, but yeah, $5. Heck, I'll do that all day. He is 90 years old. Played from 56 to 66 for the Milwaukee Braves, Mets, Red Sox, Astros. He was an All-Star in 1965, won the World Series in 57 with the Milwaukee Braves, and he suffered an Achilles injury in the mid-60s, and that kind of ended his career. So I want to thank him for that. Wilkenburg, Arizona. Did my voice just crack? 2 of 2, 11 days. I believe this is Gary Bell, I believe. Yes, Gary Bell. We have a 63 and a 1960. Mr. Bell is 87 years old, played from 58 to 69 for the Indians, Red Sox, Pilots, and White Sox. He was a 4-time All-Star. He was 121 and 117 with a 3.68 ERA for his career. So I want to thank Mr. Bell for this. This is my second return from him. There is some doubles that I got back earlier this year, just because I didn't send a 60 and I really wanted to get a 60 signed. We got Batavia, Illinois. 3 of 3, 22 days. This is an interesting guy here. It's Rich Nye. We have a 68, 69, and 70. Is this the same picture again? I believe so. Mr. Nye is 80 years old, played from 66 to 70 for the Cubs, Cardinals, and Expos. For his career, he was 26 and 31 with a 3.71 ERA. After his career, he was in the financial area for a while, but then he became an exotic bird veterinarian. And he was pretty successful doing that, as he was really the only one in the region that was an expert when it came to certain birds, I guess. So thank you, Mr. Nye. All right, we got Homewood, Illinois. 5 of 5, 11 days. We got Wes Chamberlain. He personalized all of these. We have a 91 Donruss, 91 Upper Deck. Is this a 91 score? I think it's an 89 star minor league card. I believe it's 89, yeah. And a 92 Donruss. Mr. Chamberlain is 58 years old, played for the Phillies and Red Sox from 90 to 96. And after his career ended in the majors, he played in the minors and in the independent leagues until 2004. So I want to thank Mr. Chamberlain. I really liked him growing up. I collected all of his cards. This is a cool one. We got Aurora, Colorado. 3 of 3, 98 days. This is one of my first submissions way back in April, I believe. Carl Mecklenburg. We have a 91 score. I think it was a 91 wild card. Is it 91? 92 wild card and a 94 score. Mr. Mecklenburg is 64 years old, played from 83 to 94 for the Denver Broncos. 4-time first team All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, Broncos Ring of Fame. He had 79 sacks for his career, and he had 3 appearances in the Super Bowl. This is a little bit of a foreshadowing of some future TTM successes, hopefully. I sent off a lot of football from the 70s and 80s, so hopefully we'll start getting some more football back. Thanks to Indiana Sports Card Guys. That's a local card shop in Milford, Indiana, that I've been getting a lot of older cards to send out. New London, North Carolina. 1 of 1, 9 days, $5. This card's cool. We got Jim Perry. Jim Perry is 89 years old, played from 59 to 75. He won 215 games in his career. Pitched for the Indians, Twins, Tigers, and A's. 3-time All-Star, AL Cy Young Award winner in 1970. Him and Gaylord both won Cy Young. So I think they're one of, I can't remember if they're the only brothers that's won a Cy Young or there was another pair. And he was twice won AL wins leader, and that was in 60 and 70. Twins Hall of Famer, and I don't know if I said it before, but Gaylord Perry is his brother. So I want to think that's a pretty cool card. It's a Gold Cup card from back in the day. Oh, this is a repeat that I got a couple months ago, maybe. Ambler, Pennsylvania. 2 of 2, 9 days, $10. And this is a 99-year-old 1952 AL MVP, Bobby Shantz. Mr. Shantz is 99, played from 49 to 64 for the Philadelphia, Kansas City A's, Yanks, Pirates, Colt 45s, Cardinals, Cubs, Phillies, 3-time All-Star. He won the World Series in 58 with the Yankees, 8-time Gold Glove winner, and last surviving player who played under Connie Mack. TTM GOAT, Bobby Shantz. And we got Burnsville, Minnesota. 2 of 2, 10 days. We got Dick Stigman. Mr. Stigman, there's a 1960 and a 1963. He's 88 years old, played from 60 to 66 with the Indians, Twins, Red Sox. 2-time All-Star back when they had 2 All-Star games in 1960. He was 46 and 54 with a 4.03 ERA for his career. I think Mr. Stigman. I don't want to rush through these, but at the same time, I don't want this to be a super, super long video. O'Fallon, Missouri. 4 of 4, 123 days. I heard this guy's kind of hard to get. Thankfully, I got him back. We got Carl Tuffy Rhodes. We got is this a 91 Bowman? Or is it 90 Bowman. We got 91 score, 91 classic, and this is what is this? Leaf 94 Donruss Leaf? I forget what this is. I think it's a 94 Leaf. Tuffy is 56 years old. Played from 90 to 96 in the major leagues. For the Astros, Cubs, Red Sox. Played from 95 to 09 in the over in Japan for the Kinitsu Buffaloes, Yomiuri Giants, and the Oryx Buffaloes. 10-time All-Star, Pacific League MVP in 01, 7-time Best 9, which is kind of like best at every position type of thing. One player gets named for every position. He had 55 homers in 2001, and he had 464 career homers in Japan. I want to thank him for that. This is another guy who had a similar career. Leesbury, Georgia, 3 of 2, 118 days. And it's weird, I got them very close to each other. Ralph Bryant. This is 88 Fleer? Yeah, 88 Fleer. This is a card he added. This is kind of like, I guess, a Japan League Legends card or something along those lines. Epic. And then an 87 Tops Traded. Ralph Bryant is 63 years old. Played from 85 to 88 in the majors with the Dodgers. Played from 87 to 95 over in Japan with the Kanetsu Buffaloes. He had 259 homers over in Japan. He had 49 homers in 1989. Three-time Pacific home run leader. Arguably the best left-handed power hitter in NPB history. So I want to thank Mr. Bryant for that. That's very cool. He added that. In my letter, I said, I'm really interested in Japanese baseball, and, I mentioned some other stuff. So I really appreciate him adding that, because that's a card I would have never even thought to look up. So Baldwin, Maryland, 3 of 3, 10 days. We got Ron Hansen, as other cards would say. Same picture again. What's up with this, Topps? And 1963, 63? Yeah, 63. So Mr. Hansen, let me find him here. He's 86 years old, played from 58 to 72 for the Orioles, White Sox, Senators, Yankees, Royals, two-time All-Star, and he was an American League Rookie of the Year in 1960, so that's pretty cool that he inscribed that card as well. And in 1968, he pulled off an unassisted triple play. So very happy to get those back. All right, we got Gainesville, Virginia. 3 of 2, 7 days. Dick Trzeski. He signed that index card too. Dick Trzeski, right? Am I saying that right? We have a 66 and a 64. He's 89 years old, played from 62 to 69 for the Dodgers, Tigers, and he was a longtime coach in the majors, all for the Tigers from 72 to 95. He won 4 World Series, 3 as a player in 63, 65, and 68, and 1 as a coach in 1984. So I appreciate those. I got Dunedin, Florida, 5 of 5, 20 days. I believe I've got this guy back before, but I really wanted this Diamond Kings card signed. So I already had an 87 Topps. We got Jim Clancy. We have a 78 Topps. This Diamond King is 84, I believe. 86 Topps. 90 Upper Deck from my brother. And 84 Topps. Mr. Clancy, he's at 68 years old. Played from 77 to 91 for the Blue Jays, Astros, and Braves. He was an All-Star in 1982, and he had a career record of 140, 167, and an ERA of 4.23. I thank Mr. Clancy. We got Raleigh, North Carolina. 5 of 4, 62 days. I forgot about this. I'll save this for... I'll save that at the end. What he added as a note. Mike Caldwell. He's 78 Topps, 81 Topps, 79, and 74. Mr. Caldwell, let me find it. He's 75 years old, played from 71 to 84 for the Padres, Giants, Red Sox, Brewers, and he's a member of the Brewers Wall of Honor. For his career, he was 137 and 130 with a 3.81 ERA, and he who's famously one of the 3 guys named Mike that beat Rod Guidry in 1978 when Rod Guidry went 25 and 3. Those 3 being Mike Flanagan, Mike Caldwell, and Mike Willis. And this is the note that he wrote. I guess he wants people to vote for Trump, and he signed this. I'm not going to talk about my affiliation or anything like that, but I just hope everyone votes on Tuesday. No matter who you vote for, it's a good exercise to do. The more people we have vote, the more people in Congress that, in the government that speak like us. So the more people that go out to vote, the better. So just go out and vote Tuesday. If you haven't already, I did already. Angier, North Carolina. 2 of 2, 9 days. We got Earl Stevenson. We have a senior league card right there. And then we got 2/3 of this rookie card, 1972 Cubs signed now. Mr. Earl Stevenson, if I can find him in my list. The more I get a week, the more I'm lost in this list. He's 77 years old. Played in parts of seasons from 71 to 78 for the Cubs, Brewers, and Orioles. He only had 54 appearances in the pros over, 7 seasons? So I want to thank Mr. Stevenson for that. This one is pretty cool. I got him back just 2 weeks ago, but since I'm paying him, I figured that he would want another $5. So Sumter, South Carolina, 2 of 1, 7 days. I didn't have a 60 to send to Mr. Richardson, but he signed this one. I appreciate. And he inscribed it 1960 World Series MVP. And he included the Mickey Mantle brochure. It talks about at the end of Mickey Mantle's life, and he wrote in the back, he thanks for the money and all that stuff. So, and he talk about, Mantle's final inning. So, I don't want to go through Mr. Richardson's long resume, but I just want to tell you he's 89 years old, played for 55 to 66, all with the Yankees, 8-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner, won the World Series 3 times, and he's the World Series MVP in 1960. Elmhurst, Illinois, 4 of 4, 10 days. We got Al Weiss. He inscribed a note card. We got a 1970, 1966, 1964 Gold Cup. This is one I wanted signed the most, and we have 68. Al Weiss, let me find his name on here. It's probably he's 68 years old, played from 62 to 71 for the White Sox and Mets. Like I said before, what he inscribed here, World Series champion in 1969. And he hit a dramatic homer in Game 5 of the 69 World Series to help the Mets win that game. Coopersburg, Pennsylvania, 3 of 2, 22 days. Jimmy Schaefer, I don't know if he's 3 of 2. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he inscribed he autographed an index card. We have a 63 and a 68 here. He he's 88 years old. He played from 61 to 68 for the Cardinals, Cubs, White Sox, Mets, Phillies, and Reds. And he was also a Major League Baseball coach from 80 to 89. I thank Mr. Schaefer for that. All right, Grand Prairie, Texas. 4 of 4, 14 days. I sent him 4 cards, and this is Mr. Claude Osteen. He inscribed an index card. He actually returned my 62 Topps unsigned. It may have just been stuck behind another card, so no big deal at all. 68, in 1960, which is pretty nice, and in 1966, Mr. Osteen, he is 85 years old, played from 57 to 75 for the Reds, Senators, Dodgers, Astros, Cardinals, and White Sox. 3-time All-Star, World Series winner in 65, and he had a career record of 196, 195, and he had a 3.30 ERA. Like I said before, there's some repeats from past episodes, but I wanted some 1960 Topps signed, and that's what I did. We got Houston, Texas, 4 of 3, 11 days. This is Bob Aspromonte. I already had Ken's 1960 card signed, so this is a little flyer about him and his brother. Andy signed an index card here. We have a 1960 on top. 1969, his last year at the Braves there. And a 1960 with him in Houston. Mr. Aspromonte, he is 86 years old, played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, LA Dodgers, Colt 45s, Astros, and Braves, and Mets. I don't know what I wrote after that. And he's a Astros Hall of Famer. So, not really sure what I wrote there. So, Okay. I want to thank Mr. Espermonte there before I get completely lost what I wrote. Chesterfield, Missouri. 3 of 3, 10 days. Ted Sizemore. We have a 74, 1970 Gold Cup, which this is the whole reason I wanted to send to him. The 1973 Topps, and let me find him. He is 79 years old, played from 69 to 80 for the Dodgers, Cardinals, Phillies, Cubs, and Red Sox. NL Rookie of the Year in 1969. He worked at Rawlings as a chief liaison to MLB players after he retired, and he's the CEO of the baseball assistance team that helps have financial assistance for former players in the majors and the Negro Leagues. All right, we got Allison Viejo, California, 6 of 5, 19 days. All right, we got Dennis Lamp, 1982, Fleer, 85 Topps, 87 Topps, which is the reason why I wanted to send to him. A lot of what I've found have been super blurry, so I actually got one that was pretty focused, so I had to send him that one. And 81 Topps and a 91 Donruss. Mr. Lamp, see, the more I go by, the more that I should probably cross them off as I go. I won't have this issue going forward. Mr. Lamp is 72 years old, played for the Cubs, White Sox, Blue Jays, A's, Red Sox, and Pirates. He was 77 and 92 for his record. Oh my gosh. He played from 77 to 92. Two significant things in his career were that he gave up Lou Brock's 3,000th hit in 1979, and he gave up Cal Ripken's first hit in 1981. So that's pretty cool that he's in the record books for something. I guess that, I don't know if that's super positive that he gave up a hit, but at least he gave up 2 notable hits. That's pretty nice. Anza, California, 4 of 4, 52 days. Fred Kindle, 73. 72, 76, and 79. Mr. Kindle's 75 years old, played from 69 to 80 for the Padres, Indians, Red Sox. He was a coach in the majors from 96 to 07, and he is the father of Jason Kindle. Thank him for that. All right, we got Louisville, Kentucky. 1 of 1, 19 days. We got Eddie Haas. This is kind of I don't know if it's a precursor to the Gold Cups, but we have Ricky Stars of 59. I believe I got a Don Lee sign like this, which you might see again here soon. But he's 89 years old, played from 57 to 60 for the Cubs and Milwaukee Braves. A longtime minor league manager, and he had a short-term stint as the Braves manager in 85. All right, we got Tucson, Arizona. 3 of 3, 10 days, and I believe this is who I was speaking about a second ago. Yeah, Don Lee. We have a 62, a 1960, and a 61. Mr. Lee, he is 90 years old, played from 57 to 66 for the Tigers, Senators, Twins, Angels, Astros, and Cubs. His father, Thornton Lee, also gave up a homer to Ted Williams in his career, and they're the only father and son team to give up a homer to the same player in their careers. So I think my brother actually has an autograph of Thornton Lee back when he used to sign, so I thought it was pretty. So I already gave him a Don Lee autograph because of that. Okay, we got Ava here from Orlando. 2 of 2, 30 days. We got Ava from NXT, and she is The Rock's daughter. She's currently the GM of WWE NXT, which is like the development. I don't know. I really don't explain. There's a training ground, I guess, for WWE wrestlers, but she is the on-screen GM. She's 23 years old. Her real name is Simone Johnson, and she's been in WWE since 2020. She personalized both of them, but I'm going to take one of these off. I'm probably going to do a short about it. If you do see a short about me taking some, using a technique to take that off, I was successful. If you don't, I've probably had to use some other methods. So just FYI. Here's another one from Orlando, Florida. 2 of 2, 26 days. This is another NXT women wrestler, Brinley Reese. It's got these two. I tried to find 2 different cards of some, but there's these the ones that are rookie is really hard. I mean, unless you find like some sort of parallel. Brinley Reese, let me find out her. I believe she came from like the fitness world, as whenever or a tumbling world. Yeah, that's who it was. She's 24 years old. Real name Brianna Ruggio. She's been in WWE for only since 2022, and I don't believe she had any sort of indie wrestling experience too. And she's actually doing pretty well. Yeah, she's actually very, very good for only being a wrestler for 2 years. So I want to thank her for that. Clemby, South Carolina. 3 of 3, 139 days. I'm glad to get some of these older ones back. Mike Anderson. We have a 74 traded, 1979, and a 1973. Mike Anderson, 73 years old, played from 71 to 79 for the Phillies, Cardinals, and Orioles. He was a 6th overall pick in 1969 draft, right after Alan Bannister. Bainbridge, Georgia. 2 of 2, 10 days. We got Tommy Reynolds. The 1970 and a 1969 here. Mr. Reynolds is 83 years old, played from 63 to 72 for the A's, Mets, Angels, and Brewers. He was a coach in the majors with the A's and Cardinals, and he won the World Series as a coach in 1989. All right, we got a few more here. Hanford, California. 2 of 2, 43 days. Bill Landis. We have another same card. I mean, come on, Topps. I mean, it's like, let's just make him look like a ghost in this one. They'll never know. Mr. Landis is 82 years old. Played from 63 to 69 for the Kansas City A's and Red Sox. He missed the 1967 World Series due to being in the U.S. Army Reserves. He had a commitment during that time, so that was a bummer, I'm sure, for him. I want to thank him for his service. Houston, Texas, 4 of 4, 17 days. We have one of the other Mikes that I listed off before. Mike Willis. We have a 78, 79, 81 Fleer, and 81 Topps. Mr. Willis is 73 years old, played from 77 to 81, all for the Blue Jays. And he was one of three people, pitchers in the majors, to beat Ron Guidry that year, and they were all named Mike. So thank Mr. Willis for that. We got Cave Junction, Oregon. 3 of 3, 17 days. I was wanting to get it under a half hour, but I'm gonna miss that by a little bit. Bob Johnson. We have a 72 Topps, 74, and a 74 traded. Mr. Johnson. He's 81 years old. Played from 69 to 77 for the Mets, Royals, Pirates, Indians, and Braves. He won 2 World Series in 69 with the Mets and 71 at the Pirates. His career record is 28 and 34 with a 3.48 ERA. All right, Orland Park, Illinois. 4 of 4, 7 days. This got back to me super fast. Tom Brennan. So we got another 2/3 of a card finished, and I'll be sending off to Chris Bando to hopefully get it completed. We have a 74 Topps, 74 Donruss, or 84, oh my gosh. 84 Topps, 84 Donruss, and 83 Topps with this 81 Topps 3-headed card. will hopefully be completed here soon. Mr. Brennan is 71 years old, played from 81 to 85 with the Indians, White Sox, and Dodgers. He was known as the Gray Flamingo because during his windup, I guess he was on one of his legs for a very long time in his windup, and that's just kind of how he threw. And he is a member of the National College Baseball Hall of Fame. All right, we got two more. Oh, geez, my stack's falling over here. Dallas, Texas. 4 of 4, 49 days. Bill Fahey, and this is another multi-signed card that's pretty close. We have an 81 tops, 73 tops, 78, and this 1972 card is only missing Jim Mason. I got Tom Ragland a couple weeks ago. Mr. Fahey, let me find him on my little cheat sheet over here. He's 74 years old, played from 71 to 83 with the Senators, Rangers, Padres, Tigers. He was a pitching coach under Roger Craig from 86 to 91. And finally, we got one more. Stuart, Florida, 2 of 2, 12 days. Frank Kreutzer. We have a 65 and a 66. Mr. Kreutzer, he is, let me find him. He's 85 years old, played from 62 to 69 with the White Sox and Senators. In his career, he was 8 and 18 with a 4.40 ERA. All right. This week I do have a set breakdown planned. It's going to be a football set, and I think it's one that I think a lot of people go after. And I think that's it for the week. But please like, subscribe, go to the bottom and comment what's your favorite of the week. Some of the guys that you might be sending out yourself. And I think that's it. I want to thank everyone for watching this super long video, and I doubt I'll ever have this many again in 1 week. And I'll see you later this week, and if not, I'll see you on Sunday for next week's haul. Thank you.